Hi, and welcome to Flick Picks. Tonight, I'm going to finish off the series of the Girl with the Dragon Tattoos trilogy, basically, as it was. The first review was, of course, the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Yay! The second would have been the Girl Who Played with Fire. And now we come to the last film in this series, and it's called The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. Now, after watching the second one and loving it, without giving any spoilers out, the way the second one ends, you'll almost want to start watching a third one the same night. I mean, it was that good. So we get into the third film now, and first, let me say, this is a foreign film, so you will be reading subtitles for the whole film. But again, don't let that put you off watching this incredible trilogy, because after a while, you get into the film, and it's so engrossing, you're almost forgetting that you're reading the dialogue rather than hearing them speak English. So, we get into the third film now, and actually, this is the only film of the trilogy that I was a little bit disappointed by. Now, I don't think this one actually held up to the first two films, which is kind of a disappointment, I gotta say, because I love the first two films. This one actually went more into kind of like a courtroom drama almost, which is kind of really bizarre. The first one really was kind of a mystery of what was going on. The second one was also a little bit of mystery, but by the time you get to the third one, it seemed like all the mystery was out of the film now. There was some really great moments here, don't get me wrong. I mean, there was a lot of cool stuff. But it was a good wrap-up to the rest of the whole series. So if you watch the first two, I mean, obviously you're going to watch the third one because the first two are so good. And, you know, of course you may like it more than I did, but I was expecting a lot out of this third one to wrap up the whole series. And it really did. It did wrap up the whole series, but it wasn't as, you know, there was hardly any action in the third one like there was in the first and second one. I guess that's kind of what I was missing a lot. I did enjoy the third movie, just not as much as I did the first two. So let's bring up the Flickometer and I'll show you what I gave it. So I'm going to have to give The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest a 3.5 out of 5. Not a spectacular film like the first two, but well worth watching because these are the characters you've really come to know and really much enjoy now. So you really want to see how the whole story wraps up here, and it does really wrap it up with the third one. So that was my Flick Pick of the week, and I hope you return next week when I'm going to review yet another film from the instant queue of Netflix, and I will see you then.